Please be sure to support the video we reacted to today by clicking the link at the top. Enjoy the show! Okay, I didn't do it. Who did it? Here we go.
A lot more previews of the upcoming third. Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So we got a lot more previews of the.
Anyone in the VOD, please check out Rev Says Desu. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share his video. My dude, please drop a comment on his stuff saying Ayoo, so he knows where the love came from. And if you don't, I'll freaking break into your house and eat all your apples. Let's go.
The upcoming third season of Re:Zero. This latest trailer shows some of the character designs that'll be featured in this new season, and people have observed many changes, including changes of character designs from Season 2 versus Season 3, but also some major censorship of newly introduced characters in this season versus the source material that they're based on. And a lot of people are concerned because Kadokawa has definitely expressed some interest in appeasing global standards over the past couple of years, and people are thinking
they're talking about American audiences.
This might be the product of that new stance. Now, going forward, you want to talk about character designs, look at this one right here, the classic Red Fumo that was released last year. This official Fumo was the first of its kind. Now, if you missed out
I promise you all, I'm getting merch soon. I have merch technically already, but it's just a logo. Don't buy something good if you're going to buy something from me. I swear to you, I'm getting artwork done for the shirt. It's going to look great. It's going to look awesome soon.
That campaign, or you want to add to the Rev Fumoverse, I've got good news for you. Tomorrow, mark your calendars, I will be releasing a new Rev Fumo. You might see from the silhouette where we're going with this one, but mark your calendars. Tomorrow is the official.
It's gonna be an Easter theme. I can already tell. It's got a little basket.
I'll put a link in the description that will lead you there.
Oh, let's go. Is it gonna be a bunny outfit Easter theme, or is it just
once it goes live? That is the link if you want to get a head start on that. There it is. But anyways, continuing, there is some observations that people have been making about the characters.
I called it. Well, to be fair, I think in the light novels, don't they start at like the age of like 16 or 17? And by the end of it, aren't they like close to their 20s?
Of several characters. In particular,
to the best of my knowledge, it takes place over multiple years.
Her milk between Season 2 and Season 3. She's definitely a lot bustier. Now, some people, of course, are flat as justice. That's their preference. But a lot of people aren't
flat as justice. I love all of them.
Complaining about this upgrade. It's not really censorship. In fact, it'd probably be something different. But a lot of people have pointed this one out. Now, that one's more of a goofy example, right? Let's talk about the actual censorship. The real changes that are very observable with this third season trailer. And it's pointed out by users like this saying, as the observant among light novel / web novel readers may have noticed, they have indeed censored both Capella's and Liliana's designs. Liliana's now features a sports bra and shorts rather than the skimpy bikini, and Capella's bra and bikini bottom also being made more modest. And here's a more up-close design of this third season trailer of the character Capella, and you can see they added a sports bra versus the bikini that she was wearing. Now, of course, this is a lolly character, so when people on Twitter see censorship of lolly characters, they cheer. And of course, as we always point out, that is a slippery slope, okay? When you start excusing censorship of things you personally don't like or find weird, it often continues until it starts censoring things that you do care about. It's a very slippery slope. But I'll also say this. If you're supporting the series while trying to cheer on the censorship of lolly character designs, how do you still support the series that created that character in the first place? Not to mention the fact that if you're going to be complaining about this stuff, she is still very raunchy. I mean, this is the censored.
This is the, like, I just gotta point out the fact that I'm pretty sure these characters are over age. We have a lot skimpier characters in the anime, and they are not. What?
Design. She's practically wearing booty shorts with visible thong lines right here, and her entire midriff showing. So if you're going to be saying, you know, your classic Epstein jokes about people complaining about the censorship, you're still consuming this character design, which would make you quite the hypocrite if you're judging others for complaining about the censorship. But moving forward, a lot of people would...
Well, of course, obviously, we're not allowed to show booba. Thong lines are fine. Booba's not allowed. We have to banish all booba. Booba is not allowed anymore.
Turn to this
Of
individual.
all sizes. The
This
smaller
is
the booba, the more they have to disappear. Not allowed. Bad. Bad. No, small
Sagawa,
booba?
the
No.
lead character design
Get out.
director of this upcoming third season of ReZero. So people saw that they are clearly in this position and were asked.
I will be in charge of the character design director for the third season of the TV anime ReZero, starting life in a new world. We are working diligently to create something that fans of all series and those who are about to watch it will enjoy. Thank you for the support.
Asking some very fair questions about the character design changes.
Whoa. So you told everyone that you're in charge of the designs? Ah, bro, big mistake. Big mistake. You shouldn't have said that. You should have just stayed quiet.
And the censorship,
You should
asking,
have said you had nothing to do with
was this
nothing.
a self-imposed censorship? Was it their choice? Was it the company's choice? Was it some sort of outside force that was directing these changes? These are very fair questions that people were asking.
Can I just say, Betty is the cute. I freaking love Betty so much. She's so cute.
Imposed
Look at her
censorship.
face.
Was it their
She's
choice?
pouting.
Was it the company's choice? Was it some sort of outside
Betty's the
force
best.
that was directing these changes?
Yo, when the I'm so hyped for freaking Betty and Subaru's, like, you know, if you know, you know, but eventually they're gonna get real freaking powerful. Like, they're gonna get so powerful. Anyway.
These are very fair questions that people were asking. However, some people who were cheering on the censorship of these characters were trying to paint these fair questions as harassment, like this user cataloging some of the examples they believe are harassment, stating this: the new ReZero character designer has turned off replies because of harassment over designs. Notice how none of these complaints are from Japanese people, and very few are actually in the fan base. Most are just lolicons. Still, this is very shameful, and I hope she is doing well. So let's see some of these examples of harassment. Also, harassment that is not coming from Japanese users. Let's start with a comment in Japanese.
You can right off the bat, you're liars.
This is one of the examples they provided to show
Isn't it
harassment.
funny that people just go on Twitter and just lie? Like, just lie to make their narrative. Like,
It says, "Excuse me, was it necessary
so
to
easily
censor the
disproven.
character design? I wanted to stay true to the original character design." Wow, that is some vicious harassment, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this character designer is doing okay after reading this brutal, brutal act of harassment. Let's see another example they provided. This
let's
one's
be
saying,
real. Harassment is gonna be just like Nazi. It's gonna lose literally all freaking, like, all meaning. It has already. Because literally everyone uses it for, like, you disagree with me, you're harassing me. Everyone uses it.
Sagawa-sensei, if possible, can you confirm if some of the censored character designs are due to broadcast regulations? Yep, this is the examples of harassment. The brutal harassment that apparently forced them to lock their replies. Yeah, as you can probably guess, a lot of people in the replies to that tweet documenting the alleged harassment would say things like this: criticism isn't harassment. Me when I lie. None of the screenshots you included are harassment. Do not use words
Correct. That you don't know the meaning of.
you don't know the meaning of. Cool misinfo. This is not harassment. It's asking and question the design change. What is the point of spreading misinformation? I just don't get it.
Thank you, Laffy! What is the point, dude? What do you gain from it? If anything, you're gonna piss off more people and bring more attention to it. Y'all are idiots, dude.
You're calling these posts harassment? They didn't even use any insults towards her. They were just asking her to clarify. And you can see in quotes like this, harassment is when you ask questions without insults or threats. That's basically the mentality of people trying to, defend thy lady from being asked questions on social media about these character design changes. And you can see actually that this character designer would respond and address some of these questions about these changes. They would say this: this isn't limited to ReZero, but in order to deliver to many countries, there are broadcast codes for each country, and in order to reach many people, the people on the set are working hard to deliver the best possible content within the many restrictions. So obviously they are doing
So basically, they don't want American audiences and censorship, like, to crack down on them. So they're gonna just censor it there. Okay, yeah, I figured it was because Americans hate booba.
play to the global standards, okay? They are trying to make it easier on themselves as a company to basically make one final design that will apparently be allowed across all broadcasts across the world. Now that, of course,
But it's okay for that one dude with the helmet and no shirt? I don't get it.
is an act of self-censorship. It is Kadokawa
You
censoring
don't talk about the knight, the guy. He just wears a helmet and like no clothes, like no shirt at all.
themselves to exist in this global market without any further problems, okay? Obviously, a lot of people have issue with that. And understand that this person, this character designer, is likely not the one making these decisions. This is something that comes from higher ups.
Yeah, of course. She's not making decisions. It's the company.
That they have to work with. So I don't think going after this person, this character designer, is fair. I think they are just working within the bounds provided by them through Kadokawa and the people that work above them. They are simply doing the best they can with these standards that are being imposed upon them. But it asks the greater question, why do these companies have to put up with these global standards? It's an unfair thing, and we're seeing more and more anime and manga companies catering to these global standards, which is resulting in more...
It's mainly because of Twitter. It's mainly because their only access to the outside world is through Twitter. Because it's not being censored for Japan at all. Like most things there are not being censored in any kind of way, but suddenly when they come overseas, they do tend to get a lot more censored. And I'm not saying in this particular instance, but there have been a lot of situations like that. And I don't get it. I really don't.
More and more censorship. And we've seen this type of global standard and also other standards being forced upon, in particular, artists and Japanese artists. Look what happened through these payment processors. Look what that's done to places like Patreon. Remember back in the day, one of the first things in terms of fictional content that Patreon banned was lolly-related content. Well, look at them now. Patreon recently, we talked about this in a very recent video, they are now requiring artists who make not safe for work content to provide affirmative consent between fictional characters that they put in not safe for work situations. That
Bro, it's like PC Principal from South Park.
That's how ridiculous.
Oh, you got your consent forms?
It
You got your consent forms?
Worse and worse at the demand of payment processors. And you've seen other sites like Gumroad completely remove not safe for work and lewd content altogether at the demand of payment processors, which definitely can be related.
How come nobody ever complains about Game of Thrones, though? Or Vikings?
Related to these global standards that anime
or Orange is the New Black. Like I didn't hear this kind of discord for that. When I watch all those shows, there's a lot of booba in those.
It's only going to get worse and worse over time. And I also want to share,
and including a lot of flat-chested booba too. I would call,
a cautionary tale that's also very...
Bro, Skullgirls got so freaking censored. Oh my goodness. Thank you for bringing this up. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Skullgirls, actually.
Very similar to this
I think I own like 3 or 4 different copies.
Where we go back to the Skullgirls controversy of last summer. This is something that was very, very big. So as a part of their global Skullgirls content update, they basically hashed out a great deal of their content, censoring a lot of sexual content in their games, as well as other, what they called harmful themes. And as a part of this, they not only censored the game, they also outright removed digital art books that people paid for. They quite literally took them back and took them away from people without any notice. This was something that we covered extensively on this channel last summer. It was a huge PR blow for Skullgirls, and a lot of things were revealed in this process. Basically that the new guard in charge of Skullgirls deeply hates a lot of their own original fan base.
Yeah, the team, I'm not going to get too far into it because I feel like it deserves its own video. But yeah, no, it became very obvious that Skullgirls got taken over by a bunch of people that hated Skullgirls. Like, really freaking hated every single Skullgirl. And I don't know why. But it genuinely felt like they really did not like the game that they were working on. And they wanted to go in there and, like, change every single thing about it to make it a different game.
And also it's very Puritan-like. And this resulted in...
And what sucks is that they didn't even... they did all that, but there's still balancing issues with some of the characters. Like, Big Band is still broken to, like, it's like, what are you doing?
The Steam reviews of...
He's not the most broken, right? You could definitely, like, but he's still, like, his hitbox is to some, like, I was playing it maybe 2-3 days back. His hitbox is still broken.
This game getting absolutely bombed by people who were longtime fans of this game who felt betrayed by these censorship changes, and also the fact that they felt like they were being judged by the developers they've been supporting for so long. Now,
Yeah.
of course, we see the results now. Here we are, fast forward almost a full year into March of 2024, and we have this post getting a lot of support and also a lot of backlash, saying, okay guys, serious posting time. The Skullgirls Discord server has a moderator, Hayachi, who likes not safe for work art of minors, follows several people who make mention of not safe for work art of minors, and makes R-word jokes. Mods plus admins are aware, and nothing is being done. Pick for the algorithm. Yes. That's how you start off a very serious thread that is accusing someone of some very serious things. You add a pick for the algorithm because it's all about getting those views.
Those views.
Views and likes. I thought he was.
I thought he was gonna put a picture like of the actual evidence, not the freaking. Is this actually the picture he posted up with it?
Important part of this thread. But anyways, here's one of the examples. Okay, this is the example that they provided to demonize and basically insinuate this guy as some kind of a predator. This is a screenshot of his likes. You know, your likes are public moments don't really apply in situations like this where you're trying to cancel people with content like this. It's not exactly like they set themselves up for this standard. They're just liking random artwork like this, and you're trying to demonize them based on your own standards, which doesn't really work. But as always, you can see Haru here saying, tap the sign. New call-out post. This person is a pedophile. They have CP in their likes. Whoa, that is effed up. There must be proof of this, right? Looks inside the accusation. Images of cartoon characters. Yes, many such cases, by the way. But then we see people making quotes saying, so funny that all censoring the game did was cause the core player base to completely forget about it and cultivate a new fan base like this. And honestly,
and isn't that just it? Once you get to that point, like you're no longer creating a community of people that like your game. You're just creating a community of people that hate your old game, what your game used to be, and hate the people who like the game that it used to be. So it's kind of like, all right, that's a great way to get your game to like let's check it out real quick. Like I genuinely, out of genuine curiosity now, I kind of want to know what is the what's the player count in Skullgirls? Yeah. So they got 314 people playing at their 24-hour peak. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and wouldn't you know it, roughly about a year ago, they were at least hitting in the thousands, but it would be disingenuous of me to say that they weren't still doing just as bad. But yeah, no, they're definitely at a big low right now. But I mean, hey, if that's the community you want to cultivate, go for it. I mean, all 314 people are proud of you for all the censorship.
You reap what you sow. If you're going to cater to the Zoomers on Twitter who complain about everything and are never satisfied no matter how much you apologize.
Bro, there's a legitimate war on Booba, isn't there?
That's your own grave that you're going to have to deal with, okay? And I say that because this relates to any act of censorship, especially at the behest of a global audience or something like that. And we're seeing that with ReZero and other anime studios. They are trying to appeal to a greater audience, this global audience, and we're seeing time and time again, it often spirals into more and more censorship and leads to a more toxic fan base, despite the fact that these people genuinely believe, or at least pretend to believe, that censoring these things will make things better for the average viewer, when it's really making things even more complicated and toxic. But that's going to do it for today's video.
It's like, my whole thing has always been, why are people so freaking, why are they so freaking determined to, change games that already exist? As opposed to making the new game that's fun, it's good, and it has all the values and designs that you believe are appropriate for audiences. And make that game so good that everybody wants to play that instead of Skullgirls. But no, you don't want to make it a good game. You don't want to make a game that leads by example. You just want to destroy other people's games because you don't like it, or you don't want it, or you disagree with something about it. And that's just ingenuous. And even though I'm not really a supporter of lollies, I say that, right? It's not that I'm not a supporter. Just I don't have a freaking opinion either or. Because I understand that they're not like there are flat women. Like there is a difference between a flat woman and a girl. Like you get me? Like an actual minor, like an actual child. Like don't like let's not act like we're not stupid. We know we know damn well what the difference is. Stop acting. But I just don't understand this need to go back and like correct history, go back and change things, go back and make a new game. We haven't had good games in how long? But no, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? All the people that like the OG Skullgirls and other games like that are gonna go play something that actually wants to freaking appeal to people, that actually wants to play good, that actually wants to freaking. They're gonna go play Stellar Blade. They're gonna go play Stellar Blade. Let's be honest. They are. Like, I guarantee you, like people want entertainment. They want to enjoy themselves. They don't want freaking. P.S. This is a Korean model. These are not. This is their entire design is based off of an actual real human being. So it's just kind of like, yeah, no, it's like, all right, if you really want to like go that route, it's like there's other games. Stellar Blade is the example. There's other games being made doing the same exact thing. Why didn't you go make this game? Go make this game and put the outfit that you want to put. Why didn't you? No, you because you can't. You don't want to. You just want to go and mess with other people's good work, things that other people have made, because you're not capable of accomplishing the same thing. That's genuinely what I think.
Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, share all of your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
It's just strange. It's just freaking weird. It is what it is, though. These people are lunatics, and there's I understand now why so much of Skullgirls has changed, as well. But you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna see a lot more of this. I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon. This is the best way to say it. Yeah, censorship is cringe 100% of the time. People who root for censorship are never content. Pleasing them is a waste of time, and I can highly agree with that. The discrimination of smaller, flat-chested women must stop. No, no more flat booba. If you're an A cup, you don't deserve to get out of jail. Cover it up, you sicko. You sick, twisted psychopath. Disgusting. Get your flat boobs out of here. Nobody likes them. I feel so bad about that one, actually. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Live reactions every Friday, so swing by.